as far as Lair. You've pretty much killed everything you've come across quite easily.
I think we take on the Beholder. I think it'd be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, easy peasy.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's right.
Are you not?
Why? Why don't you think it's right?
I don't know. I just got this suspicion that it may not be easy.
Just bear with me. I'm just going to go out of Discord and come back in. 2 ticks.
Okay.
Apart from the last fight, that guy with the big axe.
Yeah, he was hard.
He was hard him. You've pretty much been wiping the floor with whatever you've come across. But this guy wasn't a pushover. But welcome back. So you freed a couple of prisoners. That were, well, one of them looks like he was being tortured and there was a body next to him with his top of his head missing. And the other one was a dark elf that you rescued that was tied down to sort of manacled onto a table. Then you've found some guards, blew them up, stabbed, killed a couple, and then bumped into this dwarf who was surprisingly good with his two-handed battle axe. You managed to defeat it. Well, sorry, great axe, not battle axe. Yeah, you managed to defeat him just by the end of it, but not exactly in great shape at the moment.
We're in a better shape than he is.
Yeah,
you are. You are in a much better shape than he is. Bert took quite a beating.
Is he healed up now?
Only partially.
Yeah, partially, but
have we got any idea from now to what time did you two set off these explosives from now?
I think the explosives are going tomorrow, I think.
Okay.
Right, so
yeah, but Bert's in quite a bad state.
We got temporary hit points.
Do we take the risk to get out and get some kip and then come back?
I do have temporary hit points.
You've got temporary hit points, did you say?
Yeah. Bottom below half.
Yeah, he went down in that fight and was sort of dragged out, remember rightly?
Okay.
Yeah.
Allowing everybody to go and jump on you and dick your stuff. I mean, bind your wounds.
6 on Bert.
Hey. Nice.
6.
Hey. That 6 could be the difference between falling over again and...
Look at that. 2d4 plus 4 and roll 2 1s. That's handy, isn't
roll
it?
Again.
Getting the ones out the way, I see. Very good.
I think we whip in here. We'd be right.
What, you think we can keep down here?
No, well, I think we just nip in here, see what's round this corner, rescue this other colleague of this dark elf, and let's get gone.
Okay. But I think Bert has to stay at the back because...
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a rhetorical question, obviously.
Bert should stay in the back because, yep. I don't need because. Just yet.
Yeah. No arguments.
Yeah, don't take the leap, Bert.
Well, I actually didn't expect him. I thought he was on the run. Yeah, I didn't expect him to charge in and spread me.
Yeah,
Frankly.
well, it was faded away, and then it wore off, and he came back, and you ran the corner.
No,
And he was like,
I actually just thought he was running away.
You gave the drought a dagger, didn't you, Elminster?
Well,
He was. He's got a dagger and a crossbow.
All right, because I've took no, I've asked Muzz can I use his scimitar for now? I give the drow my silvered rapier as well, so he can fight with a dagger and a silver rapier.
because Moz has his handbacks anyway, which is just as good as the scimitar. In fact, it's
I would have thought so. It's more in keeping with him because he's just Muzz.
He's also got that. He took his battle axe, but I don't know if it's magic or not.
I believe it's not.
Well, he could have been just extremely good at using a battle axe.
How tall was that
Right.
dwarf, Steve? Dead hard one with the battle axe.
hang on. Yeah. About that.
That's about.
What's that? 5 foot.
That's
4
helpful.
foot.
Just out of curiosity, he wasn't carrying an obsidian hammer, was he?
An obsidian hammer.
Isn't
Unfortunately, not. No,
that,
it wasn't a
isn't that,
mithril one either.
Mithril one.
isn't that one of the items we need? An obsidian. Oh no,
Mithril.
is it a mithril hammer?
Yeah.
Mithril hammer.
Yeah, does
No,
was
it's about roughly 4 footish.
Taller than
Yeah,
4
he-
foot. About 4'8".
You're gonna make me stand up again now.
That's about 4'8". I'd say that.
Yeah.
I'll measure it with
Steve,
my
suck your
fingers.
belly, mate.
Right.
Steve,
That's
suck your belly and stand up.
4'8". That.
About 4'8". Yeah.
4'8". Brilliant. Okay. Cast disguise self. It can make myself 1 foot smaller, which is 4'8".
Yeah, it looks like he's got extra big heels on his boots.
Okay. Try and make
You got
myself look
fairy
like that
clothes as well?
dwarf.
Oh yeah, but it's a spell, isn't it? So
It's what?
it's a spell up one, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah.
Not using. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be much easier than just using the disguise kit at this point.
Yeah, it's a spell.
Okay.
Do you want me to put the description up? You're not bothered.
He might be quite hard. Because I'm sure I've dismembered his body to take component.
It's alright. I don't need to, as long as I've seen him.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and I am going to walk down here. Oh! It doesn't do the voice, by the way. I've not got the dwarfy voice.
Before you do, let me hide in shadows and I'll follow you.
Yeah. If you wind back time a little bit to before you walked around the corner and went, oh.
Okay. Within sight of the party, I'm just going to nod ahead of me and do sort of like not talking much, that sort of thing.
Yeah, there's appear to be 2 guards. The one to the left, when you're looking direct towards them, looks a bit harder than the other one.
Okay.
But they're both humanoid, big bushy beards, and
Do
don't look like really good. The average people who'd go to the theatre with you.
Did he move out the way when I walked towards them?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, they nod at you.
Oh, that doesn't give you the description. I don't know whether they get a save or out like that. Let me just get the spell up.
Yeah.
Disguise self. You make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings, look different until the spell ends. You can seem 1 foot shorter or taller, appear to heavier or lighter, adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs. Otherwise, the extent of the illusion is up to you.
Yep.
Changes wrought on the spell fails. For example, if you use this spell to add a hat, if you add a hat to it, objects pass right through it.
Right. So
To
don't add
discern, to discern that you're disguised, the creature must take the study action to inspect your appearance and succeed on an intelligence investigation check against your spell save if they study.
if they study
Yeah.
and just a matter of interest, what is your spell save DC?
That is a good question.
8
14.
plus your oh yeah. Yeah, that sounds okay. 14. Okay. Yeah, curses glance.
Just gonna
Okay.
walk towards them, do that, and just hopefully they move out the way and I don't have to speak.
Yeah, the big old goes. All right.
Just nod at him, carry on, walk through.
Okay. You carry on walking through. It opens up. You appear to be on a sort of like raised up platform with crude seatings. And you're looking out towards what you reckon is a really big fighting pit or arena of some form. There's an exit off to the north. The ceiling is a 40-foot high domed ceiling.
Okay.
There is a thin layer of blood soaked covering the floor that you can see. These and then there's two rows of seats around the top. The bottom one is about 5. We reckon it's about 5 foot above that.
Okay.
Other than that, there doesn't appear to be anybody in the pit. You can see a couple more guards directly ahead.
Okay. Is it concentration, this? No. Okay. Can I discreetly cast message?
Okay. Any semantics in it, or
Yeah,
is
there
it
will
just...
be. Oh, that's mending. Let me find message. Let's put it up there. Message is... Oh, somatic and material. You point towards... Does it tell you on that there?
Yeah, you basically just point to a creature within range that you want to whisper to.
Yeah, it's just you can look like you're just waving your arms around and muttering to yourself. The ones that you've gone past haven't turned around, so they've got your backs to you. And the other ones aren't paying you too
I'll
much
count
attention.
him. I'll just go
like,
and turn round and point in the other direction, and then one of them is going to be the message to Bert.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Stay there. I'm going to see if I can find the drought.
Okay.
And point to the other fella again and go, tell the others to stay there as well.
Yeah, I'll let them know.
Okay, carry on walking through, stay.
Okay.
Walk towards these. Does he move out the way? Do the normal sort of nod at him and that.
Yeah. Yep. Well, this time the other one moves behind him, so you can either carry on round.
Yeah, go around him.
And you can see around to the other side. There's another exit off that way, and you can also see stairs going down into the arena. if you follow it round that way, you round the corner, and there's a big door.
Was there another
circular
exit out of the
stone.
arena?
Yeah.
This was the only. Where was the other exit? There.
Yep. The other exit was there, and then before you got, and just before that, you can see some stairs going down.
Oh, where were the stairs stay?
To the left of the.
Oh yeah, they're going down.
Yeah, they go down to the blood-stained floor below.
Oh right, okay. But I couldn't see what was through there, like in that direction.
Yeah, it looked like two guards over there as well, looking similar as this. One of them looking scruffier than the other one, but both not looking particularly well kept.
Okay, walk to this door and open it.
Okay.
What the fuck is that? I don't want to go through that corridor. Oh fucking
Yeah,
hell!
this magical lit tunnel extends
What the hell are they?
quite a distance. Oh, those. Ah, yes, you've walked to there, haven't you? That looks like some form. It looks like a very immature beholder at first glance, but make a perception check.
Okay. Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's about football sized, and it's got little things sticking out. Can't see a mouth, much of a mouth on it, but
Okay, I'm gonna go straight back in through the door, unless. Am I alright to go back in?
yeah, you're right to go back in.
And shut that fucking door. Yeah, and go back down here, nod at them, go
Okay,
this way
yeah.
around here to this other door.
Names. James should be in the other room. That end one.
Do the same with them.
Do the same with them. Yeah, they move out of the way.
Okay,
And while you're doing that bit,
Okay.
we're just part about give. Are you guys doing anything? Because you mentioned hiding in shadows. You're gonna be following around. You're not gonna be following around.
Well, I'm assuming that Bert kind of went, wait.
Yeah, he did. He said he told you what he said.
If,
So
if that's what he said to do, then that's what I think we would do in the
Okay.
circumstance.
okay. You left. Oh, of course, good. Yes, you left Simon with the party.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. The guards step out the way because they recognise you. They don't seem very verbal. I was just like, right.
Just nod at them.
Okay. Going into that area there. There's a suit of armour in the alcove to the south with, it appears to have this massive eye sort of embossed onto its breastplate. Quite ornate looking with like lines coming out of it. It's the same symbol you've seen in the sewers that seem to tell you how to get to one of his little hideouts.
Okay. Carry it off, fucking hell.
Okay, yeah, you carry on. The suit of armour remains a suit of armour.
Open that door.
Yeah. Open
Pretty much what I
that.
saw before.
Pretty much what you saw before. There's definitely different colours going on. It looks like it's the same corridor. There is a door in the far right
This side.
east wall. Yeah.
Okay, it's got to be there. Step into the corridor. The funky coloured corridor.
Okay. Yeah, you step into the funky corridor. That door looks different to the others.
Okay.
All
I'm
the
gonna
others have a
walk up
big
to it.
round door. Yeah, all the others have a big round door on it. A big round door, and it's got the big eye sort of motif in the middle. This one has that, but it also has what looks like a large skull, and then next to that, what appears to be a couple of ships.
A big eye motif, a skull, and a couple of ships.
Yeah, and the ships are kind of close to a shore. There's not a lot of detail on that bit. It seems to be mostly focused on the fact there's a couple of ships there, and the skull and the big eye motif.
When did the floating eye things? Did they see me? Or do we think
If they
they saw
did,
me?
well, if they did, they don't seem to have followed you whatsoever.
Open the door.
Okay, that
Okay.
door
No, I do
appears
not.
to be. Yeah, that door appears to be locked.
Okay. Check that no one's watching me. And
Okay,
check for traps on it.
okay, you start checking the
Fucking hell.
stuff.
No traps there.
Yeah, definitely no traps there.
I think you're
Fucking
safe.
hell. Yeah, I do too. Try and pick the lock.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Okay. Then you
That's
have a
one
good
that
go at
mistake.
this. Yeah, you have a really good go at this lock. It takes a little while, and then you realise you don't think that's actually the lock.
Oh, good.
It might be this bit, or was it that bit? Huh.
Hey, you've been trying to pick the hinge.
Well, funny you should say this. What that? This door seems to open down the middle.
Mm.
Do I get another attempt at it, or is that me done on the pick lock?
Yeah, you can have another attempt on that.
Okay. Well, that's a bit better.
Okay. You pick the lock. That one of the ships just slides open slightly. You hear a click, and the door the doors slowly open by themselves that way.
Okay.
The corridor seems to go on farther than your torch is going, and it seems to be sloping downwards.
That's not where I want to go with that. I'm going to close it again.
Okay.
Go back. All the way back here.
Okay.
Fucking
You
hell.
get back there. Yeah, they don't appear to have moved.
And I'm going to walk towards them. Oh, fucking hell, what's that? What is that? Do we see a bigger
Okay.
thing?
Yeah, you can see a bigger thing. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it kind of looks like. Kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
I think we can take that.
Glad you're not with me, because I think the opposite. Does that notice
That
me?
thing. That doesn't appear to have noticed you. That one seems to be hovering and just moving around slowly, no particular direction. It's just those other things haven't moved at all. They've not even turned slightly. They're just
The fucking hell.
sitting
Okay.
sitting there doing nothing.
Okay, go back out this way. Open that door,
Okay.
go through, and shut that fucking door.
Okay, and shut that fucking door. Let me just click on this. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yep, you go through. You're back through there.
Okay,
He's right there.
I'm gonna go down here to these guards.
Yeah,
And
they
I'm gonna
haven't
put on my
bothered
best
stepping
dwarf.
across yet.
Eh?
They haven't bothered even stepping back across yet.
I'm gonna put on my
Yeah.
best dwarf voice.
Oh,
With a cough.
cough. Aye, dwarf voice.
Where's the drow?
The drow? Well, which one? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Sort of like, point sort of like down into the arena.
Okay. Where's he pointing? Like, you've got steps that go into the arena.
Yeah, they go down into the arena. He's just sort of like pointing. He seems to be pointing in somewhere around there.
Okay. Go around here.
But it is pointing down, so.
Go to down them steps, then down them steps.
Okay.
Is there an entrance under there?
There is. That part of the arena seems to go down and go through a tunnel.
Okay. Go
So
walking
down in.
straight over it.
Okay. Now let's. Okay. That's a. It's a magically lit things. There's the tunnels going underneath the bridges. The recess. When you go down there, you notice the recess down to the southeast. Looks slightly raised up as ornamental candles and a mat. There's nobody up there, and there's some glowing, what looks like glowing mushrooms or something in the walls, but there was nobody up there. Definitely nobody up there.
Gonna carry on through there.
Okay, yeah, you can carry on through there. Nobody seems to be paying you too much attention at the moment. Okay, that'll put you to there. There just appears to be there's a door there.
Okay, open it.
Okay, it's not locked or anything.
What the fucking hell's that thing? Okay, walk in.
Okay, yeah, this area seems to contain 4 cells separated by bars. There's locks built into each of the doors, and right on that cell that you're looking in there, that appears to be sort of like a female halfling, looking a bit, a bit beaten up, but not bleeding or anything. And she's sort of like just sat in the corner.
Okay, who's in that one?
That one, there appears to be a female drow in that one. Well, that was your gesticulation of a female drow. She's not sat down. She's sort of like just leaning against the back wall.
Okay, who's this one and that one?
Okay.
And what's that thing?
And what's that? Okay. Well, in the first one of those two, there's a female shao.
Shall.
Yes, a sort of like a humanoid female as well. At least oh wait, no, it's just very effeminate looking. Don't call her female. bloke, and there's a sort of like a male bloke just sort of like sat there
Human.
on the floor, human.
So human. Another human. Or humanoid. Drow. Halfling. Obviously all prisoners.
No, in the very far one.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. There's an orc.
What's an org?
It's kind of like an orc, but bigger and harder.
Okay.
There's a minotaur and a half ogre.
And they're locked in there as well.
They're all locked. Yeah, they're all locked in there, and they don't seem to be fighting against each other or anything like that. But he sort of just glance up in your direction and then sort of like, don't particularly do anything. On the south wall, on various hooks and that, there seems to be an array of weird-looking weapons. And where they've had bits cut, they've got a short sword and they've cut bits out of it on one side, so it's got teeth, but it's very roughly done, and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm gonna look at them discreetly, if I can, point in the direction where I think Bert is anyway, and send a message just telling him what I can see. So it's describing to these.
Okay, roll a percentage for me.
Okay. 4.
Sorry, I just laughed at it.
Okay, yep, you guessed the right direction. Because you've got to get it in Vega right direction. You can't point completely opposite, so there's quite a high percentage chance, but you still went low just to make sure.
Okay.
Or we just used up another low roll.
Yeah, going for low rolls. Just get them all out of the way while I can.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Get
Good
them out of the
plan.
way. Okay, you mentioned Bert. Are you still there, Jamie?
I think it's popped out, mate.
Because his camera's off on mine.
He's off on mine. I think he jumped out of the room.
Okay.
Okay, walk
So
over to.
Yeah. So what is it you're messaging to Bert then?
I'm just gonna tell him the found the drow halfling, someone else, and some bad monsters, all locked in cages.
As opposed to good monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what an orc looks like.
Don't forget, it is the Fight Club. Are they gladiators, or have they been used as gladiators?
Is there any keys or anything stick in here that I can see?
There doesn't appear to be any keys, no.
Okay.
Let me just.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. Yep.
Fucking hell. Cast.
I'm going to assume, as there's elements to walk past, he would have noticed big bunches of keys on any of the guards.
He would have noticed if they had a big bunch of keys on the belt, but didn't seem to be
Okay, that's fine.
any keys.
I don't need to ask the question then.
Yeah. Well, you would have thought he would notice, but
I've absolutely no doubt that he would, because he's such.
With the perception roll I made before, are you sure?
Perception is second to none.
I am gonna.
It
Cast.
was actually second to none. It was 1 you rolled, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2.
Cast prestidigitation state to make a shower of sparks appear there.
Okay, just a shower of sparks. Okay.
Okay. While I pick this lock. It's only a tiny. It's a cantrip. You don't get anything particularly exciting with it. It's,
Would that do? Okay. Try to pick the lock.
so yeah, pick lock. Where's that? Fucking hell. There's a 2.
It must be a security lock.
Must
Yeah.
be. Yeah, the drow lady seems to be paying you interest now.
Just,
Is she laughing at him? I think she's laughing at
are
him.
they looking at these sparks? The point was to try and get these dudes to look
those
at the
ones
spark.
could be looking. They could be looking at the sparks. Yeah. Yeah, they need to look at the sparks, and there seems to be a bit of muttering going on.
Can you have another go at the lock?
Yeah, I'll give you one more go on the happy lock.
Okay.
No. Yeah, you click the lock, and it clicks open, and it's open. You can slide open or not slide open, depending on your point of view.
I'm going to turn my head away from the gladiators and just hold the eye patch to my eye and then put it back. I want so the drow sees it.
So it looks at you. Yes, it looks at you. What the
Put the
hell
eye
are you
patch to
doing?
my eye, wink at her, and then realise that I've winked with the eye that's got the eye patch in front, and take it away, and then wink at her again.
Yeah, she looks a bit puzzled, and then well, you think it's a smile, a brief smile. And she sort of walks just forward one little bit to there.
Okay. What's the halfling doing?
The halfling's just she's just like she's sort of lying down ish and just looking towards the things, and she's like, even there's only slight murmurings, even from the cells that have got like 3 creatures in there, or 3 humans in there, or whatever. They're not talking much. They're very slow. It's very quiet. You get little murmurings between them, but they don't look happy. They don't sound happy anyway, and they're definitely keeping the voices down.
Okay. Try and pick the lock on the halfling one. Cast prestidigitation again now to make a puff of smoke.
Okay, to make a puff of smoke. Okay,
Yeah.
and where's the puff of smoke going?
In this corner again.
In
Where
that
the sparks
corner,
were.
Ah, where the sparks were. Okay, in that corner where the sparks were. Not a great puff of smoke, but a little puff of smoke.
That's to pick the halfling one. Beckon the
Okay, yeah, you managed that.
Oh, fucking hell, I didn't see them.
You didn't see them?
No, I didn't see these ones.
Oh, you didn't see those ones? No, that's one of the humans then.
Oh, hey. Okay, and
And
walk
so
over
come
to
forward.
this one now.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, walk over to that one.
And
And they're looking at you kind of puzzled at the moment.
prestidigitation. I'm going to cast that again, but into the back of here. There. And that time, I'm going to make some faint musical noise just coming from the ogre. The ogre's bottom.
Just coming from the ogre's bottom.
Yeah.
A musical noise.
Yeah, some harp. While I try and pick this lock.
Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, are you trying to pick that one? Okay. You hear a rough. You're trying to pick that. You hear these little musical notes, and it sounds like the Minotaur's talking. He said, "Groz, what are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't know. Was that me?"
Just
Obviously, ogres and minotaurs sound the same. Said, "You could have distracted the guards with that."
yeah, they're staying in there then. Okay. Gonna put my dwarf voice on.
Okay.
You lot out here. Come on.
That's your good old dwarf voice, yeah?
Yeah. And then this halfling. Beckon him over.
Okay. Okay, yeah, the halfling comes over. And they sort of all come out slowly and
Just go follow me.
yeah.
And go
Okay.
under here. Underneath and
Okay.
stop underneath. You know, away from the cells, but underneath this.
Yeah. Got underneath that bit, yeah, you can do that.
So who's here? 1, 2, 3, 5. Fucking hell.
Okay, they've come out and they're looking at you. You know, you're not really a dwarf, are you?
No, but keep it quiet. I'm getting you now. Come on.
Okay, yeah, they're happy enough with that as an explanation.
Who are they
fine up.
in the far cell? I'm assuming
That's
they're bad guys.
yes and no. We're all being forced to fight in these tournaments. None of us wanted to be here, including them.
Okay. I'll go back in there.
Okay.
You three.
Okay, yep.
You play nice if I let you out. As in, let you out, let you free.
As in, not just out to fight again.
As in
that arena.
I'm not a dwarf, and I'm here to rescue.
Yeah, the half ogre sort of stands up. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So if there's any guards, you're all right to sort them out, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think we can.
And then when you get out of here, you're not going to go attacking the people of Waterdeep, are you?
No. No.
Do that
No.
more convincing. I'll free you.
Just want to get out of here.
Yeah.
Don't really want attack. I just want out of here.
Okay, try and pick that lot.
Okay.
11. Don't know if that's enough.
Not quite, but I will give you one more go because I gave you 2 goes on each lot so far.
Oh, 24.
All right. Yeah, this time you go, I know what I did wrong. Click to click. You unlock the door.
Okay,
They
message.
don't appear to rush into attack.
Okay, message Bert and Silk. Just say the prisoners are going to come out, and I have a feeling it's going to kick off. There's some big bad guys that aren't so bad. They're just being forced to fight. I'll have to do it with a couple of messages to get all of this through, but I'll keep sending message.
Yeah.
I'm going to set them all free, and it's probably going to kick off. Okay.
Yeah. The Minotaur seems to be looking at the wall of weapons and then
Take your pick.
lifts up and takes an axe off. So.
Okay.
Which I think he means he's ready. With that, you see the others seem to grab a couple of little things off the wall. And seem to see.
Speak to the drow and just say,
Wait,
I've got
wait.
your friend as well. He was being interrogated. He's safe.
He's alive still.
Yeah.
That is
Right.
actually good.
Right. Let's go. Send out the ogre and the minotaur and the orc first. You 3 go first because you look like you could fight.
Okay. Goes in there. Followed by that. And the ogre is getting ready to go through. It's what I said. This should be interesting. Minotaur goes into the arena, has a quick glance around, realizes there is nobody else in the arena except those guards you can see up there, and goes charging up, straight up.
Okay.
The old creature seems to be working its way around underneath the stairs, and the ogre's just like ran into the middle and is looking around just to make sure.
Okay. Once they've gone, and yeah, we'll go through. I'll get the others to follow, and I'll go through.
Okay, yeah, you see you went into the Minotaur sort of like runs up the stairs, and it definitely starts to kick off.
Can you put us in there, Steve?
Yep.
Hey. Okay.
The others are armed up and they're following you along.
So you put an arrow on my bow.
Yeah. Are you back? Is Jamie back yet?
No, mate.
Okay. All right. So what was the last sending? You sent them to say that trouble's coming.
Yeah, trouble's coming. It's going to kick off. There's some bad guys that look bad, but they're not. I'll just message Jamie.
In fact, no, cancel the last. I'll just creep. Excuse me. I'll creep closer to those two guards closest to me.
Yeah, they weren't paying much attention, but something seemed to have just disturbed them, and they're now facing up and sort of to the right. So they've got the backs to you at the moment.
Okay. Well, you know what position I'm going to put myself in then. I'll.
Yeah. All right. Let's get a turn order up. Not that you're going to start a fight or anything.
Oh, no.
Obviously. And let me just clear that. You know, just in case.
25? What? Let the dog out, won't be set.
Okay. Okay. Not adding initiative. Right, just letting the dog out. You've got your. You're first anyway, so what are you doing?
Well, at the moment, nothing, because nothing's actually happened for me to make anything to happen.
Okay.
I probably can I see Elminster from there?
From there, not really, because it's a
Right,
little bit
so
behind.
until I see Elminster running towards me with the drow,
Yep.
or until I get attacked, for now, I'm just going to wait and hold everything.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yep. You can hear a bit of commotion to the northeast.
He did say things were going to kick off, though.
He did say things were going to kick off.
And they are.
And yes, they are indeed going to be.
Wow, the Minotaur did well with its initiative, didn't it? 0.
Oh yeah.
Fucking hell.
No. It's. What is it? I think you read it wrong. Yes, it did say 0, but it was meant to be a 20. Some fool didn't type properly. Yeah, so the bandits did actually step forward and not be too much of a coward. The Minotaur is laying into these bandits. Well, I'm going to call them bandits. Xanathar, nasty general guard scums. He kills one of them straight away. It just nearly cuts him in half.
Oh yes.
He falls down to the floor dead. Yep, and then we'll go over to you, Elminster.
Are these following me? The drow and all them?
Yeah, they are following. Yeah,
the only way up's these stairs, is it?
That's the only way you're seeing. Yep.
Okay, 5, 10,
Somewhere, somewhere.
20, 25, 30. In fact, I'll stand to the side a bit so that the ogre can get past so I don't get stomped. And I will shoot me crossbow at one of the guards.
Okay.
That one there.
Now from there you can see.
Oh,
Actually,
a 1.
See, from where you are there, you can see all of them.
That's a
Which
1.
one were you aiming at?
I can see all of them.
Yeah, which one were you aiming at?
1, Well, I'd like to do one near the entrance where I came in, but let's just see if they're in range. If they're in range, I'd have gone for one of them. 80-foot, yeah, I think they're well in range. Yeah, 50-foot. Yeah.
Okay.
So that
You
first
aim
one
for-
there.
Okay, so we can roll a d6 for me. It'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Dry.
It's just a wild miss. It
Okay.
felt like your hand crossbow went sort of like judded wrong, and
Okie doke.
you didn't shoot yourself in the foot. You didn't shoot past the Minotaur and get him in the butt cheeks. Because,
Yeah, I don't want to do that and piss off the Minotaur.
no, you don't want to piss off that Minotaur.
Okay. That's me.
Okay. Not you, done. All righty. Those. Right. These have come down, and they just shouted, "Oh shit!"
Right, hang on, Steve.
Yeah.
The arrow that Elementor just fired, would I have known it was his arrow? Would I have recognised it?
You could see me from here, can't you, Steve? Now that I've run across to there.
Now that you've run across, you might actually be. No.
Okay.
You're not quite in line of sight.
But so I don't know it's his arrow then.
They don't know it's his arrow, but Lisa has went, "Oh shit!" And it's like, prisoners escaping.
All right. As soon as he steps forward, then
Mhm.
can I? Because I held off on my actions. Can I use them now?
Yep. Yeah, you can.
Well, I'll attack the one directly in front of me.
Okay. You've got the one directly in front of you.
Fucking hell.
Whoa, look at that.
The dagger doesn't quite do its job. But he is wearing leather armor, which you might not have noticed when you had a first rank. The scimitar hits. And this guy's head comes clean off and he slumps to the floor. His body goes that way and the head sort of bounces off the wall there and then rolls down, sort of like goes doof, doof down the seats.
All right, he's dead then. Okay.
Yeah.
Either, Jamie.
Bonus action.
Oh, his light came on there.
Hmm.
Jamie? Okay.
Just bear with me, where bonus action. All right.
Yeah,
fair
the
enough.
other dwarf does not appear to have noticed the head go sort of like bouncing off the wall and past him. He's more
Okay. Sheathe
focused on that.
the moon scimitar and hide the shadows again. Then
Okay.
bear with me. I'll do stealth. Hang on.
Okay, yep, pretty well hidden away there.
Okay.
Now, you can see a couple of guards ahead of you, and one guard on the right. You can now you've moved there. You should be able to see Elminster.
Yeah.
Yep, he seems to be down there. There's an ogre near him. There's a Minotaur kind of like further up the stairs, laying into a couple of guards with a big, slightly rusty, but it still looks formidable axe.
Yeah.
There seems to be a few. There's a halfling, a drow, and 3 humans, sort of like kind of lined up as if they've come out from somewhere, but you can't see where, and they're also in the arena. Can make a perception check with advantage.
Ooh, sorry, did you say with advantage?
I did.
You said that, but Steve, are you all right?
Sorry?
It's all right. You should talk about things. It's okay.
I should talk about things. No. You see, he got that excited. He rolled a performance check.
Oh, so hang on.
Silk launches into song.
The one above it. Fuck's sake.
Fucking hell.
Even with advantage, Jesus Christ.
From that range, one of the humanoids looks vaguely familiar.
On the humanoids.
Yeah, humans, sorry, not humanoids, because they're all humanoid, aren't they? Did a halfling at the front, then did a drow, did a female human, and you think it's a female elf, but it might be a male elf. You can't tell from here. And there's a human as well. Looks
Which one
familiar,
looks vaguely familiar?
second from the last. So second from the left, looking up the map, looks vaguely familiar. But you can't really. There's just something familiar about him, but you can't quite make out detail from there.
History check, or is that pointless?
Okay, you can make a history check. But not with advantage on that one.
Okay. Just take the lowest then. 16.
Okay. Yeah, hang on. Oh. Okay, yeah, you definitely recognise that one. You have seen him before, but not for a while.
I've cancelled disguise self, by the way, so. Just so they all know who's rescued him.
Just so they all know who's rescued him, yeah.
Sorry, Steve. Didn't. Okay.
Yeah, pale skin, light blonde hair.
The name's not leaping out at me. He's not one of the ones on my list, is it?
You got I don't. On my list. That's not a good thing, is it?
Yeah. We have the mountain. We have Joffrey. We have. Yeah, do you recognise him from? It hangs out in the deep water harbour, sometimes in the squalid dock ward. Bottom one on your email.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Okay, and we'll go back up to the top, which is Silk's go.
Okay. The guard directly in front of me.
Yeah.
And do the same again, attack him from behind.
Okay. He's not looking at you at all at the moment, so.
The ogre moose thing.
They only moved across to there, and he's just looking up. It's not going to be able to get past a minotaur. They are both quite big creatures. Yeah, both seem to find their mark quite easily. Okay, so you swung the dagger to hit, you swung the scimitar to hit, but it's put the damage up twice for each one.
Right. I don't understand.
Yeah, I'll just take the first of each one of them. So that'll be a 16 and a 19. Yeah, you lay into the back of this guard. Blood comes splatter out of his back. You know. What the fuck? And he turns around.
Oh, he is harder.
He is a bit harder than the other one. But he definitely lost a lot of blood out of his back. But he sort of like turns around, holds his side a bit, and he goes, oh, what the fuck? You doing anything else?
I'll do my fancy footwork thing.
Yeah, because you haven't moved any of your movements. You've got plenty of that left. Just disengage, fancy footwork. Presumably back towards Bert.
Strange enough, yeah.
Fact. I'll stick Bert on, but we won't know what he's rolled. Somebody want to roll initiative for Bert?
On D20.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
just roll D20. I'll open up his sheet. Okay, so excellent. That's just a 21 for his initiative then. Oh no, my mistake. 5.
Excuse me.
Yeah, just so I can stick him on there because he's seen you come. You come back. He knows something is going to be kicking off. So, right. Next up, plays into him. Yeah, he is definitely moving through that other guard slowly. He sort of like pushed the fight that way a little bit with the bandit guard getting knocked back by this really big axe. It's rusty, but it's still doing a lot in this Minotaur's arms. That takes us down to Elminster.
Okay. 5. Oops. 5, 10. 15, 20, 25, 30. There's stairs going up there, aren't they?
Yeah, there's stairs going up there. So yeah, you can get round there.
How high is it?
Only about 5 foot.
Oh.
Between each ledge. It's just like slightly raised up platforms. So you're only actually around about 10 foot up from there. One of the guards to the south is dead and the other one's bleeding.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot that one with
Okay.
light crossbow.
Okay.
Way, I got him. 20.
Yep, you got him. 20 is definitely a hit.
4 points of damage on that one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now he's really pissed off because he'd been injured in the back and he turned around and he's just been shot in the back. He's got this arrow just sticking out between his shoulders. Bastards. Wrenches that sort of thing out and goes, "Ugh." He's definitely not happy, and there's quite a bit of blood running down. Seems to be running down his back, and there's sort of dripping down his leg. You're pretty sure he's not in a good shape.
Okay, that's me done.
Anything else apart from waving at him, going,
Nah,
that
that's
was
me
me.
done.
You're not going, that was me. No? Okay, fair enough.
No, he might come and get me.
Okay. Okay. Will he'll live? No. Well, bandit goes, heads down and sort of stops. Yeah, there. That one. And then jumps down to there. And seems to be looking at you and the direction of the Minotaur and Ogre. He sort of like just jumped down there like that with his weapons, but he's not quite close enough to hit you.
Okay.
He didn't quite have enough movement for the whole death lunge and. Right, that one's moved down there. That one's attacking the Minotaur. Doesn't seem to be doing much against him. That one there, knowing he's just been attacked, he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is right on that corner there. And the only one he can hit from there is... Are you back yet, Jimmy? His thing just flashed a couple of times.
Mm.
Now, is that just picking up our voices?
Voices.
It might be picking up your voice there. Say something else, Jay.
Something else, Jay.
I'm pretty sure that's just picking up from our speakers. Okay, I've got his sheet open.
I sent you a message, Steve.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You can see the bandit from there. You've used your attacks, but you think he's going to be Okay, he will. He missed Bert on his first hit, but he did hit him on his second. But Bert's still standing, but he sort of like goes, ah. Somebody want to roll initiative for Feng?
Aye. 11 plus whatever he gets.
Right. I get +1, so that's a 12. Take it Simon's not doing...
No, he'll be just doing monkey stuff.
He'll be doing monkey stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I take it he's not going to be throwing shit at the drow or anything.
I don't know. I mean,
I mean, it is monkey stuff.
yeah.
Who knows?
I know Bert's got some temporary. Bert. Yeah, Fang's got temporary hit points. Pretty sure Bert's got temporary hit points. Just double checking on his sheet.
I think Jamie said he did have before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
There's his sheet. Yeah, he had 8 temporary, so I'll pop those hit points back on. Yeah, that's his temporary hit points gone. Okay, that's them done. They've got that one done, that's that one done. I thought, come running up the stairs, gets to about there. And then sort of like dives down to the floor. And the ogre comes up, glances right, glances left, and comes bounding round that way towards the guard. Well, towards you and the other guard. But he does seem to be looking at the guard.
Okay.
And then the orc thing just like stands back up again, as if he knew that was coming. Okay, that's pretty much all they do. Bert. It's gonna be attacking from Lair. He's gonna cast a spell. Seems to cast a spell at this sort of bigger captain. He's not looking very healthy. And he turns around and starts running off. Okay, so that's what Bert does. Other than that, he doesn't really move. After Bert, we've got Feng. I'm going to guess we'll just go running in.
Oh, defo.
All right, Feng goes.
What else is there?
Exactly.
That's just the way he rolls.
Yeah, and he's especially happy because he gets to run up just behind this chap. Hits him squarely with his axe, and yeah, he's using the hand axe and a dagger. Yeah, misses with the dagger completely. It was going nowhere near the guy, but he did get his hand axe nicely in him again in this guy's back. And there's a lower scream than before. So, he does not sound good at all. Oh, but where does the character just go? Okay. He does not sound good at all. Bert's gone. Things ran up round the back of him, even though I can't. See, okay, just round the heels. Yeah, Jasper's cast a spell on Bert. Bert looks a little bit healthier. Okay, have you got any temporary hit points, Silk?
Yes, 10.
10. Okay, you've still got 10.
That's it. Uh-huh.
well, Bert just got 6, so there's a little
That's
pulse off this
what you're
familiar
about to
little
say.
spider one.
No, you haven't anymore. They've all suddenly disappeared.
They've all suddenly disappeared. No, they're still there.
Do you?
Okay, that's them. Yeah, Jasper's on the out. That leads us back to you, Silk. You saw Feng run around the corner after this bandit, and then you heard a muffled bastard. And it sounds like he was laying into him.
That's 15, 20, 25, 35, 40. Do what Skill does. He'll get
Thank you,
that's as far as
Shadows.
he can get.
Okay. Right. Okay. Does this guy see you? I'm thinking. Now you might sneak past him and Feng. Yeah, get to there. There is another guard in front of you. Anything else? Or
No, because that's all the movement as far as I've gone.
yeah. Okay. Well, I did roll because you're stealth, but he didn't notice you go past him. He was definitely because he spun right back round to face him, and he's got his back to you now, and you can see your slash marks, and you can see a hand axe mark, and you can see an arrow, a crossbow bolt mark, all in this guy's back. He's not having a good day.
He should shake a lot more if he's leaving slash marks. He just needs to shake.
Yeah,
See, this guy here, when pinging, if he walks into range, because I've only used mobility, if he gets into range, can I attack him?
No, because you used max movement.
That's fine, okay.
So when you max movement, you basically forego your action to try and move more.
Right, okay.
Pardon me.
Okay. Brings out a few times. Okay. Yep. The other guard at that stairway sort of like loses an arm and falls to the floor. At the minute,
up here.
Yeah. And the Minotaur just I'll just move the dead guard out of the way. Minotaur just goes off running that way. Put the dead guard out. Those two guards are definitely dead. Okay. Let's see which takes us back to Elminster.
This guy here,
Yeah.
cast Phantasmal Force on him.
Okay. Excellent.
That bandana that's on his head,
Yeah.
that's going to sort of grow and wrap itself all around him and start constricting him. So it's just going to
Okay.
wrap around and then start going tighter and tighter. Hopefully, if he fails his save, hopefully he thinks he's bound and getting squashed, so he takes 2d8 damage as well. It's a DC 14.
Yeah, he seems to be grabbing at his head. What roll your damage? Roll your damage. And he seems to be trying to get hold of something like that.
What a rubbish roll.
4, you say? 4.
4
Seems
psychic
to be
damage.
4 psychic damage squeezing in on his head. That guy falls down to the floor.
Him?
Oh, no. Oh, right. Oh,
this
that
one.
one.
Yeah, this one here. Right in
Oh,
front of me.
yeah. Sorry, my mistake. He doesn't fall down to the floor. Now you know how much you need to kill him. Damn.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
dude.
that dude. Yeah,
I want to
sorry.
get past him, that's all. So
Yeah,
hopefully
okay.
this thing wraps all around his head and around his arms and down to his
Yeah,
legs.
and
You know what I
he's
mean?
kind of like this, going.
Yeah. And so I'm going
rolling
to try
on the
and
floor.
get past him. 5. Oh, heck. What's going on? 5. Can I get pushed past him? 5, 10.
Yeah,
Or can I get up onto this top bit? Is it only 5 foot?
It's only 5. Yeah, it's only 5 foot up.
In fact, I'll just try and get past him. If I can run past him, I will.
Yeah, you should be able to, because he's not moving his arms and legs. He's just sort of like wriggling like a snake.
Okay, so that's me.
Okay. There you can see a guard. Make a perception check.
Perception. 10.
Okay. Yep. You can see 2 guards and you can see Fang. You can't see Silk.
Okay. Yeah, that's as far as I'll go.
Those guys are all sort of ambling that way towards the stairs. Okay, that's as far as you go. Takes us down to that one. Okay. He's sort of like running down here and going past you, so you get an opportunity attack if you want, Silk.
Okay. What is an opportunity? Can I only use one attack? Or
one attack, just one. Because
Okay,
he's
well,
running
I
straight
can use
out
that one.
past you. Yep, you definitely got him. He was somewhat surprised by that hack to the leg.
25.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, you didn't need the 25. Okay. Took a hack to the leg. Seems a bit surprised as the leg falls to the floor. And then he falls to the floor. And it's sort of comical, sort of stops, looks at his leg, falls over, doesn't get back up kind of way. However, you've made yourself visible, but again, that guy's got his back to you. The poor guy who keeps getting hit in the back, who's having a bad day. Okay, that's him. He has a swing at Fang. Misses with the first attack. as a follow-up swing and hits Feng. Feng, it's probably the most damage Feng's took in one go so far. He's not looking particularly bothered by it, but it's probably the most he's took. And for some reason, one of those fake numbers keeps bloody changing. Okay, yeah, he looks slightly scratched by that, by not by much. Takes us down to... Feng's gone off the initiative roll. What was Feng's initiative again?
Oh, he's there, 12. Is it just need pulling
Can't
down? He's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Are you there, Jamie?
Yeah.
Hey!
I can't see him on the initiative.
Oh,
for
he was
some
there a second
reason.
ago.
What? Yeah.
Right, I'll add him.
It was 12.
Right, I'll add him back in. Right, did a big fight kicking off, Bert. You got a message off Elminster. Go tell him your message, Elminster.
It's going to kick off. There's some bad guys that aren't bad guys. You'll see. And then it kicked off.
And then shit kick did indeed kick off.
Minotaur and an ogre and an orc and all of these in here
Yeah.
are on our side.
You lost your temporary hit points because something came running round the corner after Silk. You cast command on it, and it flee, and it turned around and ran back the other way. Feng's gone running past you. Jasper healed you, and I've also put some temporary hit points on off his little spider.
Yeah. It's down to 6, isn't it?
Yeah, your temporary hit points are now 6, but your other hit points have actually gone up a little bit.
Yeah. A little
But
bit better.
Yes, you feel a little bit better. Feng's gone running in. Silk's disappeared again. Simon the Monkey's loitering around, just like picking his nose. Sometimes his butt, sometimes
Sounds about
his
right.
nose. But from where you are, you can't see what's going on, but you can definitely hear fighting going on.
Right.
Done that one. Yeah, could go off because they're dead. He's just attacked. He kind of, well, but one's jumps up onto that one, goes across and starts attacking the other one from above, swinging hard into him, and the half ogre comes round and slams this kind of weird looking spiky club into that other guard's chest. And that other guard just dies and falls nicely off onto the arena floor to add a little bit more blood. And the ogre seems to carry on going round to about there, which takes us to Bert.
Oh, is it not? Things going on.
Ah, yeah, because I had him on afterwards. You're absolutely right. Yeah, it's because its token disappeared off.
Yeah.
Okay.
He gets 2 attacks, doesn't he? Finn?
Yeah, because he's currently wielding
Oh, he's
his
not.
hand.
He gets
Yeah,
1
he's,
more. No,
he's
he's
using
got
his.
his shield. His shield's to hand. That's what he's doing, isn't it?
Oh, is that what he's doing? Is that what he's doing now? Okay, yeah. So gets an attack with that.
Well, isn't it his shield that gives him 18? His armor class. That's not what.
That's why his arm class keeps going up and down. Because I've got him highlighted and I thought the game was just gone buggy because the number of his AC keeps changing between 2. Okay, yeah, he can have a. He has a swing. Hits and the and that poor guy who's been repeatedly hitting in the back takes another hit to the back and falls to the floor.
Never mind.
Never mind. Now from Lair, well, you can see the half ogre.
Is that
Yeah, that half ogre.
ogre?
The half ogre's just beat the crap out one of the guards.
Right, so if,
They're on our side.
right, okay.
Yep, there's a half ogre, there's a minotaur, and there's something that looks like kind of like an orc, but not an orc. It's like bigger and chunkier, but definitely related to an orc. And that was just kicking the crap out of the guard as well. Oh yeah, and there's a minotaur,
Nice.
which has just really kicked the crap out of another guard. So yeah, a little bit of a scuffle going on. Nothing too serious.
Thing made forward. Balance. 20.
Okay.
Is there any more bad guys to kill?
You can't. You
Can't. No,
no. You could
Okay.
see. There's a dark elf, a halfling, and a few humans down in the circle below. They're armed, but they don't appear to be joining in the fight. You can see Elminster. You can see a couple of dead guards. The half ogre and this orc-like creature.
Might just fire them, see what happens.
Okay.
I'll just use my movement for now.
Okay. Yep, no problem. You can do that. Right, you'll go Silk. There are dead guards around you.
Just hang where I am for now. Just keep watch things.
Yep, just okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yep, the Minotaur disappears out of view that way. Just because we're around the corner, he's sort of like hanging back, but he's not really doing anything. Elminster, you doing anything in particular, or you're just moving around to meet the others, or you
Yeah,
stand
I'm
there
just
and
going to
watch?
go around to meet these.
Okay.
So let's get out. Up there, I don't know whether it's Xanathar. There's some little floaty head things, like little beholdery things, and then there's a big one. I don't know whether it's Xanathar or not, but I don't want to find out.
Whatever it is, as much as I hate to admit it, he's beyond us.
Although it's tempting now that we've got an ogre with us and an orc and a minotaur.
Mm.
You can always tell the ogre,
Cannon
the
fodder.
minotaur, and the other one that the reason why this has all happened to you is up there through that room, in that room. Let's see what they choose to do. At the end of the day, they make the decision then.
Okay.
What are they doing, Steve? These things? Is the minotaur
Well,
he's gone?
The minotaur has gone out of sight. The ogre sort of like, half ogre sort of like looks over here and goes running off.
Well, he's off that way anyway. Let's just see. I think we get out because I think even a half ogre and a minotaur is just going to get toasted. I think we just get
It might be
these.
fun watching.
I
It might be
know,
fun
it's
watching.
tempting, isn't it? But then I don't want to watch in case it zaps us with its stalk.
I'm sure whatever's happening, it will all be fine. Yeah, they disappear out of view that way.
To this lot.
It's a lot
Is
of
that Niall's friend that we need to get out and the halfling we need to get out with?
I don't know who the halfling is. I don't know who half of them are. I just know that this one
they make
is
their way
the
up
person that we're
here.
after. But the others were captured as well, so.
Well, let's get them all moving out.
Yeah, we go down this way. Back around.
Okay.
We can go through this door up here. And that should take us towards the exit.
Which door are you looking at, Jim? Your finger?
Yeah,
It was
it's
south and then.
Yeah, if we go south.
Yeah. Right, so we're going back up to the main corridor.
Yeah, I think we can get out there. There might be another exit north and east, but I don't know. It just corridor goes on for ages, and we don't know where it's going to turn out.
You describe the door to them.
Yeah, it's 2 ships, an eye. What else was on it?
Yeah, it had the normal big eye emblem, but it also had a skull and then 2 ships with what looks like a bit of land nearby. And you might as well open it up, but the corridor, well, it went beyond your vision and was going down.
I think we just scarper before.
Do we not go out the way we came in?
Yeah.
Rapidly?
Yeah.
Okay, lead the way. I'll bring them up from the rear. Come on, move. Let's go. Quickly.
Yeah,
Reunite the drow with the drow.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll just drag everybody down.
What was that, the other drill that you were looking for?
Yeah.
How beat up do the other ones look? They all look beat up.
They've got definite bruises and stuff on them and a few cuts that appear to be very roughly stitched back together. But they're in pretty good shape for somebody who's been prisoner underground and forced to fight in a fighting pit, that is.
Fair enough. Offer them all a drink of water as they're walking past if they need it.
Okay, yep, fair enough. They're all quite fine to have a drink of that. Nice little bit of refreshment before they moving on.
Right, let's go this way. Up to that door.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just move all these up. Oops. Yep. And they all move up there. I take it you're following up behind, yeah?
Yes, mate. That makes sense?
Yep. all makes sense. You gave all the prisoners a nice little drink, and you're all moving up that way.
I've got some food as
Yeah.
well if you want as well, boys and girls. Sorry.
Yeah, not
Oh.
now. Let's get out. Let's just get out.
It's a hunk of bread.
Open that door.
Okay, you open up that door. You definitely recognise that room.
Okay. Is the
It's
ice
one
stalk
with
still there? is it?
it's yeah, the ice stalk is still there. There's all of the carved ice all over the walls.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
stairway
make my
you
way.
came in through was just up there. Doesn't appear to be. Oh, the happy little
Jester.
goblin bloke. Yeah, the happy little jester bloke doesn't seem to be there at the moment.
He's not there.
Only because I can't seem to find his bloody token. Ah, there he is. Yes, there he is.
Or is he there again?
Yeah, he was just inside of that doorway, and he sort of like sees you when coming past. Yeah, and it was that still. Yeah, you haven't been through the door at the top, and then you've got the door to the stairway there, and the jester bloke sort of sees you, looks a little bit relieved.
What's through that door up there? That's the jester.
Yes. Door. That door leads to a corridor. Another door. The undead beholder
Okay.
Nice.
was a rival beholder, and then Xanathar killed it and brought it back.
Yeah, I think I saw that before. And a couple of little ones.
Yeah, definitely no sense of humour.
Okay. Yeah. Get everyone up the stairs.
Okay, nice. Get everybody up the stairs. Back up into the sewer. Take it, you just go back up into the sewer and then straight up the stairs, or you off for a bit more investigating, or
I think we just do one. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to hang around.
Yeah, just do one, stay.
okay. Okay, you're okay. You're running off and you're doing one. What you're going through the sewers and perception check.
Or
Yeah.
Well, you did better than me, but
I've got fangy.
Yeah, things good at notes and stuff.
good job, Silks there. Wow, 11.
11. Okay, yeah. So, oh yeah, one of the guys that you're escorting out, it seems to sort of like trip over, sort of like start stumbling, and then sort of like falls into the sewer, face down.
Go and get him. Is he okay?
we need to keep moving.
Go and check
Right,
him.
Yeah. Okay.
You can jump in the sewer. You're mad.
Is he okay?
He's not moving.
Is he alive?
You don't think so? He's face down in the sewer. He was at the rear. There was nobody behind him.
I'm looking clearly at you there, Silk.
No, Silk was actually next to you at the time.
Good water.
But
Nice
Bert,
bread.
Bert, where was Bert?
You sneaky fucker, yeah.
We need to keep moving.
Crossing him off your list, are you? No, I'm not saying all this because I don't know any of this.
We need to keep moving.
We need to keep.
He's dead. How could that have happened? He must have been ill.
We need to keep moving.
We need to keep moving.
I've just checked him. Steve, is he? He's not got
Yeah.
anything on him anyway, has he?
No, he did have a couple of rusty weapons, but he kind of like
I've got
dropped them in the
16
sewer.
on a medical check, Steve.
You
See
want
what
to do? You want to pull him out and do a medical check? Okay, you pull him out the sewer. Out the sewer. It's not pleasant. Definitely got raw sewage and stuff in his mouth.
Ooh.
16 on.
I've got a date. I'm getting moving.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. He is pretty cut up, but you don't think that's what's killed him. I mean, you could sit there and go. Inside of his mouth is a bit burnt, but he had a mouthful of sewer water.
No, okay.
Spicy sewer water.
Very, very tangy, that sewer water. You do not want to swallow it. You never know what's floating in that. Okay, yeah, you get up through there, back up, and you're sort of coming out in the castle ward.
Yeah, is that what it is? Into the castle.
Yeah, you went up the stairs of the castle ward. When you open it up, there is a small layer of fog.
Okay.
Just
I
above
remember
the
that.
thing
Yeah.
still. Yeah, which doesn't come down the hole.
Okay. Look, yous are free.
Right, the female human puts her arms around him, gives you a peck and a shake, and said, "Thank you."
Oh.
So that,
Well, if I know we've rescued you, but if you do feel the need to thank any of us, we're at the Trollskull Manor. You can catch us. Whether it's financial reward or whatever you feel. There's no pressure.
yeah, don't forget to pay the barman.
Yeah.
He did a good toot on the bagpipes.
He's a bagpipes, he says. Interesting.
No, really. No. Not
No,
interesting.
she didn't appear to be being sarcastic.
No, please don't. Please.
Okay, you get up there, help everybody out. Yeah. If anybody did notice, they don't seem to be reacting about it. This fog, it was about a couple of foot. It's risen to about 3 foot now.
Okay. Prestidiginate. Clean everyone up and myself first.
Oh yeah, well, presumably yourself first, and you've got to use it to get rid of the smell, then look good.
Yeah, me first,
Yeah,
then Simon.
oh yeah. Simon's sort of like just sniffing his finger, and he goes,
"Oh, he liked the smell." That's
He's
right
like,
back up his bum. That.
He looks a little bit
What is me,
confused.
Steve? You did that far so as if you do it so often. You've done that before on many occasions.
Smelled Simon's finger.
That wasn't what I meant, and I think you know it.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Mine's the prestidiginate. Everybody thanks you. You've tell them where you were in Trollskull Alley. The drow thank you and said we will not forget this. Thank you. And they
Can I have
sort
my
of
hand crossbow back? Where are you going?
stops gives you your hand crossbow back and the silver scimitar.
Thank you.
And
Thank
my
you.
dagger.
Thank you, kids.
Thanks.
I'll give you a bloody dagger. Here, have a dagger.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. And, okay, where are you heading now? Because these are just going to like spread out and scarper pretty quickly.
What time is it in the day, Steve?
It's round about mid-afternoon.
I think I need a rest.
Yeah.
I definitely need to rest. I think tomorrow we go and have a look at the cemetery. Oh, we need a
Yeah, sounds
bloody
like a plan.
mithril hammer. Where the hell are we going to get one of them from?
Can't you think till you were one is?
Oh yeah, I forgot I've got that. Talk to Roger or whatever he named it.
Okay.
Oh, Roger. Where will I get myself a mithril hammer from? You seem to know a lot of stuff.
Okay. You get a vision of this mithril hammer, and then the vision sort of like pans out a bit, and then you realise this mithril hammer is actually a bit small. It's about that big.
Okay.
And there was a table. You can see a lot of people sat on chairs, sort of like. And then a bloke picks it up and hands it to this other guy, who you recognise. It's Raynar.
Okay.
Hands it to him, and he hands over some money. And then he goes wandering out of the place after tucking this nicely into his coat inside pocket. It's basically the size of a toffee hammer, but mithril.
And that Rainier,
Yep.
he's got it.
Yep.
Isn't he that rich guy?
Yeah, that's the guy you rescued from the start who's been.
Yeah.
He's the son of the Castellantra, isn't he?
Yeah, so what's he doing with that?
He's not the Castellander's son, no.
He's the son of Neverember.
That's
Sorry,
right.
never remember. Sorry. Yeah.
From that big vision, there was a lot of people bidding on stuff, and there was a few other things on the
I bet you that
table.
was that auction that we didn't go to. Yeah, I'm going to go back to where does he frequent him? Does he go to Trollskull or does he go to?
You himself.
He does go to Trollskull now. He used to go to the Yawning Portal, but he's been popping in and out of Trollskull.
Have you seen him in the Yawning Portal recently?
You've not seen him while you've been staying there the last couple of days now.
You got the message straight?
Yep.
Okay. I reckon we go back to the Yawning Portal. I'll try and get Rainier to turn up. Got any paper birds left?
You got replenished, yeah. I think you sent over more than you should.
I don't know. I've got 2 anyway. Yeah, I'm going to go back to Trollskull, Steve. Not Trollskull, the other one, Yawning Portal. I think Trollskull's probably being watched.
Okay.
Have them 2 just gone off your video?
Yep. I think Discord could be having a bit of a moment.
I turned my camera off because mine's being laggy.
Ah. And Tim sat there with his camera off, just flicking the V's at everyone. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Yawning Portal. What? Everyone happy with that? Yawning Portal?
Yeah.
I think we stay there until we get this thing sorted.
Well, I'll start resting.
Do you want this one back, Bert?
If you finish with it, yeah.
Give him that one back.
Right. Okay.
I'll cross that
put
off.
you on there. Let me
He's got
just.
3 charges left, Jeremy.
Yeah, I'll reattune to it and rest them.
One to bind. Gone. Yeah, it's only got 3 charges now, Jeremy. So probably come back when we get a long rest. But
Right, yeah, they're all there. Now, that bit, have you gone back to the portal or have you gone off to. Yeah, you've gone on. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, you get back to the only portal.
okay, send a paper bird to
Okay.
Renier, and it'll say we're at the yawning portal.
Okay.
Come over and see us if you're available today, and bring your little toffee hammer that you bought.
Okay. Yeah, you can send that off. Perception check, Elminster and Bert.
Guys, I'll see you in the morning. I've got something I've got to do this evening. So I'll see you in the morning at Troll Skull or Yawning Portal, whichever one.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you can
Right, okay.
see that.
Don't get caught by anyone.
Try not to, mate, promise.
Yeah, you can see Bonnie chatting to Three Strings, and Bonnie seems to stop briefly and glance towards the fireplace, and then turns back and carries on talking to Three Strings.
Can't see anything. What she'd be looking at the fireplace.
There's a few people near there, but with that perception check, you're pretty sure she wasn't looking at them. Because there's nobody directly in the front of the fire, and she was definitely looking at the fire. And she seems to
We're going to make a brew, guys, okay?
Pay closer attention around the fire just to see if I can spot anything as if someone was invisible or hiding in shadows, though.
Okay. You're having a really good look around there.
You're telling us this, Jeremy?
Yeah. I won't make it that obvious. I'll let you know, sort of thing. Even if I'll do it with message, so you know.
Okay.
What I will cast say, just to make things easier,
Yeah.
I will use a spell and cast see invisibility.
Oh, yes. That's what we like.
Okay. Yeah, that would make things easier. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Cast your spell. Are you staying by the doorway? Have you moved in a little bit, or?
I'm moving in. I'm walking this way.
I'll move in like the rest. Just so it's not obvious that I'm casting a spell, I will use my special ability.
Okay.
With a sorcery point.
Ooh. To pick at Elminster's pockets. Oh no, that's silk. Sorry.
It is subtile spell.
Okay.
I'm just going to go to the toilet and get a drink while he's doing this.
Okay. Okay. Okay, you cast that. Nobody seems to know you cast it. You glance in the general direction of the fireplace, and sat on the top of the fireplace, there seems to be an imp.
An imp.
Yeah. You fought a few of them at the Cassandra's place in the garden, and then you saw some more in the loft, but they didn't attack you.
I'll use message and let the others know.
Right. Well, as they've gone to make a brew, we should probably go and grab a brew as well. Because there might be a few minutes, so
Okay.
might as well, because otherwise we don't know what they're going to do until they get back anyway.
Oh, right. I think you've used the wrong character, Steve. I've been speaking to you with message, Jay.
Hey?
I've been speaking to you with message. It's an imp sat on the fireplace.
So they're keeping an eye on.
Well, I can't think of who the woman was. It the woman that turned around and looked at it?
Yeah.
So she's obviously aware that it's there.
Yeah, I think she's a harper.
Right? Does that mean she's not working with it?
I don't think she is, no. I think that
Right.
imp is... It was the Castellantas, I think, that had the imp.
Yeah,
The
you fought.
Castellantas that had the imps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have that.
Yeah,
They
they
have
did. Yeah, there was some like that attacked you because you were in the garden,
Hmm.
and then you met some more upstairs that you had a chat to that didn't seem remotely interested in attacking you,
Hmm.
and they told you they were there to keep that thing safe. That big thing that was chained up.
I'll carry on speaking to you via message, Jay. Is it worth me telling the barkeeper? Because he might just kill it.
These things is playing away on it as like pulled out his little free string thing, and he's like, slowly walking around the top.
So do you
Yeah,
think
they're
it's worth me just
casually
letting him
playing.
go? Because I'll do message to it, so it's not obvious. Like,
Go on. Won't do any harm. Or it
right,
might.
I'm gonna use message
Yeah.
to let the barkeeper, the really hard man,
Durnan.
Yeah.
to let him know that he has an imp set on his fireplace.
Okay. All right. You've had this little conversation with your little sending messages. You send that to him, and as you're sending that message to him, Three Strings is playing away in his little thing, and then some lights and sparks start appearing just above the fireplace, and you can see an outline of the imp. Yeah. And it's like, oh, what the... And then I have a frozen axe at the damn thing.
Hey, you switch me character because you brought the old one on. I've got
Have I
like
brought the old one on? Right,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, no problem. Let me just grab that for you. Where is...
it's
yes.
doing the old character sheet.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, that's odd. It put it on twice. Well, at least it did on my thing.
Well, it's I've got the new character sheet now, so
Right, there you go. All good. Okay, yeah, the imp kind of appears with its outline there. And Yaga Stonefish throws a hand axe at it. Hits it, doesn't go down, but does hit it. So clear that off. Probably not going to stay up long enough for everybody to have a crack at it anyway.
Oh, it didn't put me on.
Right, okay, let me...
thanks, not low.
Oh, yeah.
This thing just popped up back to his
Put me
room.
on now. There we go.
All right.
I did get 15
Oh, yeah,
on the first roll.
Okay, well, it's 15 on this roll now.
I haven't got control of them now anyway, so it doesn't matter.
No, that's because that's also the old version of Fang. No, it isn't. Is it the old version of you as well? J.O., is that the right version? No, that's
I
the
don't know.
old
I've got my
version.
character sheet open there anyway.
Right. Yeah, let me just switch all these to the right ones, including...
Thank God I ain't seen.
There you go. They've all got the right version. Oh.
I can help.
Okay.
He ain't
look
going to be
at that.
throwing the land at, that's for sure.
No, not from that range. He won't be. But we will add on that.
What's the range of the javelin? You can throw a javelin.
Yeah, he could throw a javelin. Yeah, this imp's, which for some reason it hasn't put on. unable to add it on. Of course it is. Okay, yep, there you go. Everything is on. Yeah, you can throw a javelin at it. It does appear to have been injured slightly.
Javelin. 9 points of damage.
Yep, hits it.
And it's slow.
Squirts. Yeah, well, it would be. It's very slowed at the moment because it seems to be impaled through its stomach to the top part of the mountain piece.
And that was that.
And that was and that pretty much was that.
Fang will walk around and go and get his javelin.
Yeah, and Yago goes over to get that and comes forward. That bloody hell's that thing gone in here? Looks annoyed, picks up a clean glass and starts cleaning it a bit more. Looking around the place. Yeah, you can get it.
Why my spell still running? Just
Yep, why do you spell? Yeah, I'll just mark that one as there. I'll just drag it off.
is there anything else that's invisible in here?
No, yeah, having a good look around. No, the I was going to say you can't see anything else that's invisible, but that doesn't really make much sense. No, it seemed just that one imp that was sitting on above the fireplace between the
It
horns.
lasts for an hour.
Okay. Is it concentration or anything?
Else that's invisible here.
Yeah, you can have a good wander around, looking around everything. You can't looking at the ceiling as well because gotta be sneaky with the imps around. Can't see anything else around there at the moment.
Yeah, I'll let Durham know as well.
Yeah, 3 screens goes over to the bar to speak with Durham. Yago goes back round to sit there again. Okay. Well, that was an uneventful imp. It's going to sit here invisible. Oh, somebody's noticed it looking in my general direction. Why am I sparking lots of colours? Hey, where's that hand axe from? And then a spear. I didn't really get a chance to decimate the entire tavern, that one.
I think it's just collecting information, wasn't it?
Who knows why an imp would be sat above a fireplace? Maybe it was cold and just wanted a warm.
Fair comment. You can't disagree with that.
Or maybe you might be onto something there.
Right.
Do you loiter around in the bar, get some food, or do you just go upstairs?
I'm going to get something to eat and drink. Wait for a bit and then go upstairs.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just getting a beer. Take the beer upstairs with me.
Okay, yeah, you can take the beer upstairs. That's not a problem. Durham sort of says, thanks for the heads up.
Hey?
He said that to Bert when he got his beer.
No problem.
And with that 3 string starts wandering around the rest of the place, looking at the walls and ceiling by playing a slightly different tune on his little doo-doo-doo-doo.
He's not to make things obvious.
Well, he normally wanders around playing a tune. He's obviously looking in places people aren't sat. But he's just having a little play. Okay, yeah, nobody else seems to come in as of yet.
I'll check all of our rooms as well, just to make sure that they're clear and free.
Okay.
Just in case they're keeping an eye on us.
Okay, not that floor. That one.
And then I'll do a long rest then to regenerate myself.
Okay. There is another imp invisible on the next floor up.
Make them all aware, and I will firebolt it.
Okay, I'll just pull you. Are the rest? Are you gonna go up with him or?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I'll message everyone, and then I'll cast firebolt through it.
Okay, I'll just pull you onto the map.
I think I missed anywhere. I got a 10, I think. What did I got? Yeah, 10.
10.
Pop your glasses
Okay.
back on.
Yeah, you can see the imp, but they can't. But just to make it easier, I've made it so everybody can see it. Just down there by the wall. Just so you know where it is, because he's going to tell you roughly where you can see it
Well,
anyway.
if he tells us roughly where it is, I'll shine that lantern on it so that we can see it.
Okay. Yeah, well, he told you roughly where it is. Fired off a fireball at something. Then you light up your the lantern so you can now see this imp. Cleared down.
Join initiative.
It will be in a moment. Just let me just. Yep, there we go.
Fine. Birds. Okay.
I'll swap initiative with Feng.
Okay. Okay. Initiative has been switched over. So it is Feng to go first. I think. Double check. Yep. Feng to go first.
He'll throw his hand axe.
Okay. Gets his hand axe ready. Has a throw. Let's see what he gets. How good is his arm?
Well, he got 23 to hit, 9 points of damage.
Yeah. Despite his arm being a little bit tired, he still managed to hit this thing squarely in the chest. It looks a bit surprised, and looks quite injured.
Quite, as opposed to not very quite injured.
Well, there's
It's a flesh wound.
injured, and there's quite injured.
Let's just put the measurements on.
Go back, you bastard! I'll bite you to death.
Bit here, flesh wound. Oh no, it isn't. Come here, you lily-livered. Yeah, that kind of quite injured.
Yeah, I thought that was the right kind of quite.
Yep. So is he moving forward as well?
Yeah.
Is he or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to say, because he hit, he would have got his shield bash on it, wouldn't he? But he's too far.
Not from that range, no.
No, that's why I wanted to see if I could make it to him.
Make it to him,
but bashed it.
But not quite. Okay, the imp flies straight Feng, which could be a suicide mission, and swings its stinger down. Its stinger hits Feng. Right. Can Feng make a Constitution saving throw?
Does that work?
Well, it did roll his save and add everything on, but didn't. It wasn't quite the.
Can
He's not
Does
got
he have
inspiration, has he?
It's not highlighted.
Damn.
I'm wondering,
Yeah.
does he any of his feats are like that? Give him like reckless attack, unarmed defense, weapon mastery, Bennett vision, relentless endurance.
What? Just switch windows.
And savage attack.
No, it doesn't. I don't think. No. Ah, the heck is going? Better. Okay, so he takes 7 points of damage. And then another 11 points of poison damage.
Wow.
So what's that? Is that 18 damage?
18 damage, yeah.
Well, that's not too bad.
That's
Yeah.
just nasty.
He now gets disadvantage.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that until he makes a save, or is it like, does he have to make a save every go?
No,
Oh, right, just has disadvantage.
he's got disadvantage now. It gives us next up is Jasper, who, surprise, surprise, is going to well, he was going to firebolt him, but there it is. And it's not rolling. What's up with his sheet? No, didn't roll. Still not rolling. Okay. Now launches a firebolt off at the imp. Hits it squarely with its firebolt. And the imp takes a bit more damage. It's not looking good. Oh, it did roll it. It hit the roll windows behind, and I've now got 4 different roll windows for me to click cancel on. Yeah, why it hides them like that, don't know. Yeah, the imp took more damage from the little firebolt. It's looking quite messy. Which takes it down to Elminster.
Cast Dissonant Whispers on it. Wisdom save, DC 14.
Yep, you were prepared. You got, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yep.
Okay. Doesn't save.
Okay, it takes 11 damage.
Okay, the imp seems to sort of like go. and then falls to the floor,
Hey.
looking dead. Elvis had just stood there going, "Yeah, that was me. I did that."
That's the last spell slot.
I'll have a sip of me beer.
Is that one of those? Can we please get some sleep now?
Yep.
Please. Now.
Right.
That would be good.
I'm going to my room.
I'll
Yeah,
still
that-
check the room. Still check everyone's room, stay.
Okay, yeah, spend a few minutes just walking around, sticking your head in, looking around under the beds with your detective visibility lights still running. Don't see any other invisible creatures anywhere,
Right.
which is
Just suggest for them to
always
keep it.
always a bonus when you don't see any.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
So
about visible ones?
oh, visible ones. Well, you can see Simon the
Visible,
monkey.
invisible, or invisible, visible creatures.
I know it gets terribly, terribly confusing once you start looking for visible and invisible creatures. Yeah, you can see Simon the monkey. Everybody else, there was about. There's nobody else on the floor.
Right. Have a quick check of Mus just to make sure it's not a poison that's going to keep him causing damage over time.
Okay, little medicine check on him.
20.
Wow.
Yeah, you think this is good? This is going to wear off.
That's impressive.
Yeah, said yeah. That's probably going to wear off. That shouldn't take too long.
So he just needs to rest up then, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Right.
by tomorrow it should be right as rain.
Go to my room and rest up.
Okay, go to your room.
That's what put 3 minutes.
Nothing seems to be bad in the room.
Right. Am I alright to do a long rest?
No.
Can we get a short rest, Steve? Can we get a short
yeah,
rest?
oh yes, you can have a short rest if you like.
Any rest? Just rest.
Please let us rest. Let us rest. No. But you can easily get that.
Oh, yes.
What you wanted to do went quite well. Went quite well as you expected, Silk.
Outstanding.
Take it. Do you head back later in the evening?
Absolutely. Wants a winder dinder? Yes.
Okay. Yep. Pleasant evening was had by all.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So take it. Are you going to sleep as well?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Everybody's fine. Everybody's going to sleep. Anybody doing anything else? Paranoid, locking doors,
Yeah.
putting wardrobes against doors, putting bed against wardrobe against door.
Yeah. All that.
Pigeons in the door, into the door jam.
Sleep under me bed and use me. I've got a invisibility slot, which I'm going to cast on myself before I
I
go
go
to
to
sleep.
sleep under Elminster's bed.
Okay.
That's not a spell slot. It's a feat.
That's a feat.
So when he casts
Okay.
invisibility on him, it also covers me.
Okay. All a little bit
Just
all a
to be
little
on
bit
the
paranoid.
safe side.
Yeah.
Going. Yep. Finding off to sleep, and you wake the next morning, and you've all gone up a level,
Hey!
which is why you didn't get your long rest. However, it was more fun to just, make you all paranoid. Go, no, you don't get a long one.
Gone up a level.
Do I have to do it now? Because I don't know what I'm best doing, fight or rogue upper level, if I'm honest.
You don't have to do it now. No, just before the next.
Okay, I'll wait. Can I hang on to read the positives and negatives of one or the
Yeah.
other?
Yeah.
What level is your fighter side?
1.
1. What level is your thief side?
At the moment, 3. So I'd either go second level fighter or 4th level rogue.
So I'd be more intrigued to get your fighter to 3rd level.
Because it's the tipping point.
Because at 3rd
Yeah.
level, he gets extra shit at 3rd level.
Did you see that roll, Lensley?
And then if you
Come on.
get your fighter to 5th level, he gets his 2nd attack.
I can't see the roll.
Oh,
Let me have a read of it tomorrow, Jamie. I just
6. It's done it on the.
I'm trying to do something with the
you press
character.
the
just
button
put-
and it's
Yeah,
just.
yeah.
It's just put it in there.
Yeah,
I've
you
been
are. You
considering-
happy with that, or do you want me to roll it on?
Yeah,
I've been
no,
considering
I'm
doing what you've
I'm happy
done,
with that.
but just
'cause
get
then-
the fighter side to 5th level and then just take
Yeah.
the thief side the rest of the way. Because I was going over my thief yesterday.
Yeah, if you push the button on there and it rolls it, then yeah, I'm happy enough with a 6. It's a reasonable amount. It's not max.
That's
but it's
pretty good.
reasonable.
That I'm head on with that.
Yep. And that seems like a good place to leave it for tonight, because you need to work out what you want to.
Yeah, I don't disagree because I'm absolutely shattered, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I'm quite tired as well. I set out from Basingstoke at 7:30 this
You've been on
morning.
nights, haven't you? Or early, I should say.
I was on earlys last week, and then after work, I drove down to Basingstoke on Friday. Stayed over
Why is
Friday
that?
night, Saturday.
Sorry, what's in Basingstoke, Steve?
That'd be where my girl.
Please
that'd be-
tell us everything you did in Basingstoke, because
I
I've been to Basingstoke. I can't think of anything I would be doing anyway.
My girlfriend.
Sorry?